Hi, this video is going to show you how to be a Eucharistic minister here at St. James. In the summer we have both services, the 8 and the 10, here in the chapel. This is especially for the 10 o'clock service, although many parts will work for the 8 o'clock service as well. When you're a Eucharistic minister at the 10 o'clock service, there's a number of roles that are unique to the summer that are not things you do during the rest of the year. For example, lighting the candles before and after the service, and leading the prayers and preparing the altar. This video will take you through all of those things.
When you come to the church in the morning, come into the vesting room, take one of the white albs off of a hanger, put it on, and grab one of the thick white cinctures. To put the cincture on correctly, begin by making the 2 knots even in your hand. Put the cincture behind your back, put your wrist through the doubled over side, grab down, make a hole, place the knots through that hole, and pull it tight. Let's do that one more time slowly. First, make the 2 knots even in your hand. Then put the cincture around behind your back and put your wrist through the doubled over end. Reach downward and grab the cincture and pull it through the loop that you've made with your wrist. This is the hole that you'll put the 2 knots through. Go ahead and pull the cincture tight. It should hold well. You should always wear a cross on your chest. If you need one, go to the acolyte leader box, grab the white box, and take the cross from there. Make sure you place it back there when the service is over. Go on down to the chapel. You do not need to wait for the priest or anyone else. You're going to light the candles about 10 minutes before the service. Go into the sanctuary, take the taper off of the wall, open the drawer, and pull out a lighter or matches. Push up on the thumb pin, light the taper, and then come out to light the candles, beginning with the altar. As you come to the middle, you'll bow first, then light either side, continuing with the other side. You'll then step down and light the 2 torches. You can face the congregation as you light the torches, or you can face the altar. When you're done, face the altar again, bow, push down on the thumb pin on the taper to extinguish the light, and then push it back up so that it doesn't get stuck inside the taper with the wet wax. When you've put the taper away, come to the middle, bow, return to the back of the church, where you'll find the processional cross. The processional cross is always waiting by the door for the chapel. Now you'll wait here in the narthex with the priest until it's time for the worship service to begin. The priest will signal you that it's time to begin. Go to the back of the aisle, standing in the middle, put the cross on the ground, lift it up, and begin processing when the people begin singing. When you come to the front of the church, place the cross into its holder next to the organ. Go to your seat, open the hymnal, and continue singing the opening hymn. When the first reading in the psalm is over, you will stand and read the second reading. There's no need to bow as you go to the lectern. When the reading is over, return to your seat, be ready to stand and sing the sequence hymn. As you sing, watch the priest and be ready to hand the priest the gospel book, which is there on your stand. After the gospel has been read, the priest may hand you the book back. Be ready to receive it. After the sermon and the Nicene Creed, you will lead the prayers. Again, no need to bow. Go to the lectern and begin leading the prayers from there. After the announcements, the priest will head up into the chancel. You'll follow the priest there. Go directly to the credence table to help the priest prepare the altar. This is the order of things you will do. First, grab the bread box. Then you'll grab the flagon and the cruet, opening the tops, turning them so that the priest has the handle facing him. Begin by handing the wine flagon. When the wine flagon has been handed back to you, put it on the credence table, close the top, grab the lavabo towel and the lavabo bowl. Turn and be ready to receive back the water from the priest. Again, this is the order. As you come up into the chancel after the announcements, first grab the bread box, turn and wait. When the priest is ready, hand him the bread box and wait. He will hand it back to you. Place it on the credence table, open the tops of the wine flagon and the water cruet, turn them so the handles are facing the priest, hold them by the necks, and hand the priest the wine first. The priest will use the wine, stand there with the water, receive back the wine, hand the water. When you get the wine, place it back on the table, grab the lavabo towel and the lavabo bowl while the priest has the water, turn and receive the water back, pouring it over the priest's hands. Remember, as you pour the water, make sure your thumb is on the lid of the water that is open. Again, keep your thumb on the lid as it's poured. During communion, you will stand there in front of the credence table with your attention on the table. After the priest issues the invitation to the people, he will commune himself and then you. Be ready to receive the bread and to receive the wine. After you have received the wine, the priest will hand you the purificator. Here's how you administer the wine. In your dominant hand, hold it by the middle of the chalice. In the other hand, hold the purificator. The hand with the purificator will be used to lift the bottom of the chalice so that people can receive the wine easily. Watch the wine and make sure it touches the people's lips. Note, you lift the bottom of the chalice as it touches the people's lips, then you wipe it and turn the chalice to a new place. As the bread and wine are administered, you will go behind the altar and follow the priest in those circles. It may be necessary to give people communion in the pews. Walk side by side with the priest. After doing so, walk side by side with the priest. Let the priest enter the chancel first. Place the chalice on the table, receive the bread, put the bread on top of the chalice, and put your purificator over both. You may also need to receive the vesting for the chalice. Place it on the table. At this time, you will go back to your chair and kneel for the post-communion prayer. After the blessing of the people, the priest will come out of the chancel. You will then extinguish the candles. Grab the taper from the sacristy. Extinguish the candles, having bowed. Come down the step, extinguish the candles on either side. Bow, put the taper back. Then, lift the cross, stand in the middle, and wait. When the priest is ready and has passed behind you, begin processing down the aisle all the way to the back of the church. When you reach the back of the church, keep going and put the cross back into its holder in the narthex. Come back in and wait for the dismissal. You're done.
Well, that's it. Look back over any parts that may be new to you until you feel like you know them well. And thank you so much for your service here to St. James.